Hey, buddy. I figured I'd take a moment to talk to you. There's a party next door. I'm feeling pretty good right now. A little beer, a little fun, you know? It's nice. Listen, this whole thing between us, it's a little weird for me too, you know? I mean, we don't just look the same, there's a lot we share. I mean, up here. I know you, right? So I was thinking maybe we could... These guys are getting out of control. Look, I feel like we're both victims of circumstance here. And maybe we could make some kind of effort to... Never mind.
What up, y'all? We back on here in this Alan Wake American Nightmares, and we're gonna try to hurry up and finish this chapter real quick so we can go ahead and get it over with, man. And also I just now realized, like, I'm gonna do a lot of backtracking in this game, and when I looked it up about the game and everything, man, I'm gonna go back to square root one when I made my first playthrough of this game, and they said it's gonna get a little different and a little bit confusing.
Doctor, the man who looked like me, what did he want here?
There's a strange astronomical event happening right now. Something I can't begin to classify, but I think it's disabled our satellite. There's a very peculiar signal that we're receiving.
A signal? That's what I'm here for.
Well, so was he. But he didn't seem to understand it at all. He got very angry, sabotaged our imaging array, and now we're blind. I believe the event is still going on, but we can't pick it up.
Is there something we can do?
What he broke is essentially just a special camera, but we can't use the telescope without it. There's a replacement in my car. If you can get that to me, we're back in business.
Consider it done. Tell me more about the signal.
It's almost as if something's being transmitted to Night Springs. It's the strangest thing. It's quite elusive, almost as if it wasn't properly there. I don't know how to describe it.
So, what was the signal like?
I wish I knew. He appeared before I had a good fix on it. He was very pleasant when I was working, but when I isolated the signal, he suddenly forced me out of the control booth. He said it was none of my business. He seemed to change. Somehow he was very smooth and charming before that, but suddenly he became... I'm sorry. I'm not sure I want to talk about it.
I have to ask, do you always wear that to work?
I was at a party for a local art exhibition. Fascinating works. When I was called away by my assistant, Michael was the first to spot this event. I don't know where he is now, actually. He was supposed to bring us some food, but he never showed up.
Tell me about the event.
Oh, it's quite fascinating. It looks as if stars were changing, somehow. Or shifting positions. It isn't really happening, of course. Most likely it's caused by some kind of atmospheric refraction phenomenon, but I've never seen anything like it.
Did he hurt you?
No, he didn't quite threaten me exactly, but those shadowy things started to crawl into view, and whatever the signal was, he seemed to be extremely frustrated by it. He just started breaking things and left. I thought it best not to interfere.
You were lucky. He's done much worse.
Yes. He showed me a knife, and he kept talking. He enjoyed the sound of his own voice. A proper maniac. You really aren't anything like him, are you?
Believe me, I try very hard not to be.
Good luck, and try to be careful. It's a very expensive part, and we don't have a replacement.
But yeah, there's gonna be a lot of backtracking in this game, and it's gonna get a little bit confusing. So once I get done with this part, it's gonna be very, very wild. And I guess when I get done with finishing chapter, I'll say either Act 3, it's gonna be very, very confusing. So I'm probably just gonna go ahead and just rush it and get this over with though. So I'm probably ain't gonna fight a lot of enemies. So I'm gonna try to just run and hurry up and get it out of the way, because I'm gonna go and hurry up and beat the game. I probably might be focused on
This must be your car.
hurry up and finishing it though, so I can hurry up and get it out of the way. So yeah, and it's gonna be very, very confusing.
I found it!
Excellent. I'll operate the platform directly below the telescope so you can install the array. Don't worry, it's very easy. Have fun. Brilliant, you got it. I'll just run a quick diagnostic on it. Yes, it's in perfect order. All right, we're good to go. Let's take a look at the skies. Shut this down. There's a problem with the automated coolant system. Somebody just interrupted the flow.
So now what?
Well, you could go and open the secondary coolant flow valves manually. I know it's dangerous there, but, well...
I got it!
Please come talk to me if you have questions.
I tell you, man, if it's another thing, it's another. Something always goes wrong. But since this valve right here, I'm gonna go ahead and use that valve for the last valve that I have to turn. So I'm gonna go ahead and get these other far ones, and then I'm gonna go ahead and go that one, that last one. So when I hurry up and get it out of the way. Wow. That's great, boy. I thought I thought I died in this part. Man, I ain't trying to be fighting these freaking cars and jacked up objects and stuff. Man, this is crazy. Man, I'm trying to hurry up and get this out of the way, man. This is the bullshit. Man, this is what I'm talking about. This is crazy.
Okay, that should do it.
I released all the valves, Doctor! Is it working?
Just bear with me a moment. Yes, I believe you've got it sorted. It's working again. Nicely done. That sounds like trouble. I don't think they're happy with our success. Look out, they found a way in. Hold on a little longer. I've almost got it isolated.
This is the last thing I don't need right now. Please don't die. Grab a flare or some shit. See what I mean, man? This game right here is getting a little tense, man. I'm trying to hurry up and get these out of the way and wipe them out as soon as possible as I can. I don't want to die this part.
Are you alright? That was intense. I'm sighted in now. I still have no idea what I'm looking at, but it's very strange indeed. Oh, where are my manners? Please, come on up. I'm sorry, I was distracted.
Are we receiving the signal now?
Oh yes, it's coming in loud and clear. It's amazing. I'm not sure what it is yet, let alone where it's coming from, but it's interacting with our system somehow, like it was intended for us. But I don't understand how that could be.
Maybe that's just how the story goes.
What?
Never mind. Is there a way I can hear it? Or however this is supposed to work?
I think the signal is incomplete somehow, but you should be getting a printout of it now.
What do you mean it's incomplete?
It's almost as if we're only getting a fragment of it.
I need the whole thing. This is important.
I'm sure it is, but this is all we're getting.
Did the man who looks like me get the whole thing?
He locked me out of the booth, so I have no way of knowing. But I can tell you that he didn't really seem to understand it.
So, what's in the sky?
It doesn't make any sense. The stars are just... they're wrong. I thought I'd be able to see something, but it's like I'm looking at a sky that's just... it's not the right sky. But that's impossible.
I consider myself a rational man, Doctor. But this isn't a thing you can measure or explain. I've seen impossible things that have taught me just to roll with some punches. It's either that or go insane.
I find it disturbing that you sound like you're speaking from ample experience.
You guys, this is the last chapter. Well, not the last chapter, but it's the end of the chapter right here. Gonna go ahead and end it right here. Make sure y'all like and comment, subscribe, and turn y'all guys notification. Peace.
In its words, stirs a new reality. but it is incomplete. And yet, it provides a roadmap for the man to follow, a course that will lead him to a place where he may confront his enemy. The drive-in. Once the site of lurid celluloid fantasies, it's now the site of an art exhibition. And yet, it's the search for closure rather than culture that brings the champion of light here.